You recording? In middle school, I remember he picked up skateboarding, and he just decided one day he wanted to try it. He went out, bought one, and he's loved it ever since.
He's always pushing the boundaries, and can never be doing nothing. He's always doing something. If he's bored, he's not going to be there mentally. You know, he's always pushing his limits.
He's just always skateboarding. He was always the best one out there. He recently snowboarded too, and he picked that up pretty easily.
And he's done most things that do have to do with boarding, except for surfing. Yeah, when he first said he wanted to go surfing in the winter, I thought he was crazy. I thought he was an idiot.
I thought that was pretty crazy.
I was like, it's gonna be 20 degrees at most.
He could pull it off, but he might be on the verge of death. He might be able to pull it off though. I don't know, Charlie's determined.
Probably not the best idea, but you know, he's always pushing the limits, pushing the boundaries, so he really wanted to go. Him and our buddy CJ.
If anyone was gonna do it, I'd see Charlie doing it, so yeah.
You know, he says he's got this in the bag, he says he can do it with a wetsuit, whatever he believes, you know. I trust that guy with my life. That's really all there is to it.
It was us carless walking through the street parking lot, and the cars were coming by, and I said, one day I'm gonna be driving through this parking lot with surfboards on the top of my car.
Oh yeah, I was like, yo, this summer. And then this didn't happen? Was it because of Rona?
Yeah, CJ usually says the quote unquote this summer.
I
always try to, that's why we're doing it in the winter, because I always try to push him to the point where he doesn't procrastinate till the summertime. Another thing for doing it in the winter is because CJ often quote unquote procrastinates things to this summer. If you know CJ, you obviously know that he says a lot, but he usually refers things to the summer, and that's why we're doing it in the winter, because I don't like it when he does that, because I think it makes it so the likelihood of things happening becomes very zilch. There's so much to do. You can't leave life not doing everything. To like get back on if skateboarding, it's kind of a thing which is a mental reliever. When you do things in life where you can't think about anything other than the thing that you're doing in the moment, that's my shit. You know, if you think about anything else, you're kind of fucked. Because you can't think about things in the heat of the moment. Doing things in the heat of the moment, when you can't think about anything else, that's what you gotta do in life. Hopefully surfing's one of those things. When you do things that make it so you can only think about one thing, that's what you gotta do in life. I don't know, for me at least, because doing things that make it so you're thinking about other things in the background, you know, you can't be productive if you're thinking about bullshit.
So how do you think you're gonna tackle the challenge of it being freezing cold?
I gotta think about it. How long do you think we're gonna be surfing?
That morning?
Yeah, that morning. How long?
An hour?
Like an hour. I'm gonna say, what is the worst thing that can happen within that hour? You're gonna be cold. You're gonna be cold. We are going to survive it. I can go through an hour of uncomfortableness to have a memory that I won't forget. That's all. That hour is minuscule to my entire life. You know, honestly, think about it. That's only gonna build character. That hour is gonna build a lot of character, and it's gonna make me do it again. Tupac Shakur. I'm gonna do a little quote. There's no story without suffering. All right? There's no story without suffering. You know, big inspiration there.